Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Would you like to make these little boxes to store your ephemera or your bits or your acetate that you can't always find? Things like this, things you've made you haven't finished, or little circles. Those little circles could actually go in that one. So you've got two little compartments where you can store little things, or obviously you can store them exactly the same thing. You don't have to store different things, but you can store things you've made in one. And I think so you've made loads of these little hidden paperclip embellishments. You could all put them all, would fit there perfectly. You can make it as tall as you like. This one is 3 inches. That is 3.5 inches. From there to there is about 3.5 inches. From there to there, that's 11 inches, I think, ish. Yeah, or just over 11 inches. 3 and 3/16, I think, wide, but it doesn't matter. It's approximate, because that's the size of the box that I used. Okay, so I've found a box that's exactly the same size, even though I've not got a proper one like this. Actually, they're very slightly different, but hey, who's looking? This one's the one I made yesterday. I tried to make it on video, but all I was showing was my knees, which is no good. I mean, I can see perfectly now why I was showing my knees for. I don't know. There we go. Where's my knees? There's my knees. That's what I was showing. So we don't want that. I thought, oh, the camera looks nice and flat. It must be a nice and flat video, so it's perfect. No, it was showing I didn't even notice it was showing my knees. Anyway, without any further to-do, please subscribe to my channel. Please give me a thumbs up. Please press the notification bell with your crafty fingers. And please share my video. Thank you so much. Let's go. Okay, so this is what we're doing. I'm using this today. This is not the same as one I used yesterday, but I found this one. It needed cleaning out a bit, so I might need to dust it out a bit more, as in with a wet wipe, because it was a bit sticky inside. Okay, so what I did was, I don't know whether you want to do this, but what I do is I actually undo the packaging at the back. So I'm going to undo the packaging at the bottom. Let's high you up a bit. Here we go. Right, I can't, hopefully you can still see. Right, so just hiring the packaging, just camera even, up a bit. I'm just undoing the bottom because I find that easier to do. Because you can always glue it back together, and then I can actually see if it needs cleaning out a bit more, can't I, as well? So it just needs a bit of a wipe. We don't want that. We're going to cover it up anyway, so if you noticed, it was all covered up. Lovely. I used 12 by 12 papers, and today I'm going to use some old 12 by 12 papers that I've had for years, and I think I need to do something with those. So I'm going to do that today. I've got not got that many 12 by 12 papers, but some I've had for a long time, so obviously they're ones I'm not too keen on. I don't know. Right, I'm going to have a look from here. So you want a box in fairly good condition. There's a bit of a funny thing there going on, but we're going to cover it up. As I said, I'm going to do this 3 inches tall, like this. I'm going to put 3 marks on. Sorry about rocking the camera, but it is right. It is on the table, attached to the table to keep it steady. And I've got whatever that is. Oh, a bit of washi tape. I was using that in an earlier video. Right, I'm not sure whether this is my 100th video yet, because I'm not sure what I'm loading up. But for my 100th video, let's think. I'm going to do something. I'm sure I am. Perhaps I'm going to ask her a question, and I'm going to, oh dear, I might make up a special email or something where you can answer my question privately. Okay, that's a good idea. So I might ask her a question, what something in this video, and we might win something. And then the ones with the correct answer will go into a draw. And I don't know what I'm doing yet, so I'm going to announce it. It's meant to be on a separate one because I'm not sure which is going to be my 100th video yet. I did film one earlier, 6-minute one I think it is. It's going to be about 6 minutes. So let's have a look. Just going to check because look, I can see where I've wiped it out. Right, so I'm going to glue that back up with my glue. I found this now. I lost that yesterday. Oh, you won't know about that because that video didn't work out, did it? I was gluing with some really old glue in a bottle like this because I put it in there. And it's 6 years, oh, so it's at least 6, it could be 5, it could be 10 years old. How do we do this? Oh yeah, we're going to glue this bit here and probably that bit there as well. Okay, can we see out? Just checking you could see. And mind you, I kept checking you could see yesterday and you couldn't actually see. So give me a shout out, tell me that you can't see. That's a good idea of yours. Right, not that I can hear you. We can always try, can't we? Okay, so that's basically the bottom of it. So that's basically the piece where you put all the larger pieces. That's this piece. So we're going to add on that now. And if you notice, it's really sturdy. There's absolutely no movement whatsoever, apart from the whole box, which you would anyway because it's a box. Okay, so what I do now is there's a seam here. I'm going to undo it. I'm going to undo the seam. Oops. Nothing scary in here. Nothing scary in this room. Only me. Oh no, really. I'm not scary. Don't say that. Right. So I'm just undoing this. Actually, they are quite. They've got a lot of fibre in them. They have. Right. Oh, look! I found a pin. That's the pin I lost yesterday. No, it isn't. That's not the pin I lost yesterday. That's the pin that should go in here. Let me put that in. Get in. That's it. Right then. Okay, so that's where I've been wiping it out as well. There was some. I need this bit. That's why I needed to wipe that back. It doesn't matter about the other side where it's not got any unlock. Okay, so now I'm going to make. That's the width of the box. So that's the width of your box that goes on one side. So you need to keep that the same as that. And then you need, well, I say 3.5 inches either side of this. So I'm going to measure 3 inches first, from the bottom to the top. My ruler is weird. I don't know if you know about this. That ruler starts in the middle. So you can get things accurately, I suppose. Right then, let's do this. Let's get on with it. Yes, no talking. Right, I had a good time yesterday with. I had a good time with going on a group with Belinda. What's her name? I do know her name. Belinda. I know it's Belinda. So I don't think there's many Belindas, is there really? And Mandy Barclay as well. Met Mandy Barclay and Belinda online, and we had a fun chat. We did. We had a fun chat on this weird group. I wanted to go on Zoom, but no, Belinda organised it and she put us on this weird chat. It was good though. But it was really a lot of fun. Just couldn't see what Mandy couldn't show herself. For some reason she couldn't get a camera to work. So we didn't see what Mandy looked like. We saw what I looked like. Oh dear. Poor me. Poor them. I mean, not poor me. Yeah, so it was a bit oh no, it's you sort of thing. It was good fun. Loads of fun. I loved it. We're supposed to be on for 2 hours, but Mandy left and Belinda and I were chatting for another about 1.5 hours. So we was having a good laugh. We were having a great chat. Right, so that one goes there. That's the 3.5 border there, but I will need more, so don't worry about that. So we're going to need, I think, a whole long length like this. So there we go. So I'm making this 3.5 as well. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, you know, being on a group. I've never been in a craft group before. I know that Belinda was crafting, but I was mainly chatting, as you do. Yeah, it's good chatting. I love having a chat. If I don't chat, I listen to others. Right, I'm trying to make that is not quite 3. I'm just trying to make it up to 3. Seems to be about there. I'm just going to move this close so I can see what I'm doing, because I can't see if that's 3 or not. Otherwise, you're going to get my head. Yes, it is a bit like I've done it too short. So I'm going to have to redo my oh no, that one's fine. That's there. If I got my head in the way, I'm sorry, but at least I haven't got any grey hair at the moment. Yeah. There we go. I think that's it. Let me just check. I need to check this, don't I? Just checking that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now I'm not going to cut that out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually lengthen it. So I'm going to actually cut it out all the way along. So I'm going to make it all 3 inches, and I'll do 3 to 0 because that's how it is. 3 to 0 there and 3 to 0 at the other side. So if you want to know what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. It might be quite a long video, but hopefully I'm going to, every time I cut, you don't want to see me cutting. So may as well skip through it. I sometimes move things on. I think, oh no, what did they do? I didn't see it and I have to go through it anyway. So that serves me right for being so impatient. This is the word. Right then, I'm going to just close this down. Hopefully I remember to put it on. So now I've cut that all from there to there. So I've cut all the way along, all that 3-inch level along. I've checked it's 3 inches and cut it, as you saw me check yours. Okay, right, so now I'm going to make that, I'm going to join this onto here. So I'm going to join it onto that, but I'm going to join it with the, I'm not joining it like this. I'm going to bend it along, and that, see, it's fine. It works really well like that. But if you can actually join it along like that if you like, and put in your floor. But I'm going to join it like I showed you. I've got my bone folder. So what I'm going to do with this is get my ruler against the line there and come along with a bone fold underneath and just flip it up. Hold that really firmly and give it a fold. You can score it if you like. Obviously I've got my scoreboard upstairs, but you can obviously score that if you like. And that along that line, make sure it's straight as well. Hold it, make sure it's flush against these 2 edges here, and hold it like that, and then do it as well. There we go, that started you off. This is the bit that's going to go at the end, because that's the exact width of the box. So we're using that. Okay, and that goes there. That doesn't go there, but you know what I mean. That goes, and then I'm going to bend around. So I'm going to make that, I'm going to make one end exactly the same, which is going to be this bit here. Then I'm going to cut that bit off. That's no longer sticky, so don't worry about that. I'd be able to feel it if it was. Right, just going to measure. Sorry about all this measuring. Right, that's going to be, that's 8 centimetres, or let's have a look in inches. 3, oh yeah, the 3 and the 5, 3 and the 3/16. That's exactly the same size as there to there. 3, it should be 3 and, yes. Well, it says 3 and an 1/8, but I'm going to make it 3 3/16. So I think it, because of these little groove things. Okay, what size am I using? This one. 3 and 3/16. And I'm going to do 3 and 3/16 in between the, as probably you know more than me, between there. And I'm going to make a line there. Hold on, is that right? Straight. So I'm joining those 2 points, and that's ish. That doesn't look as if that's correct. Let me just measure from there to there. That's that much. And oh, move out the way, please. And no, it is. It's right. It's exactly the same. It looks like it isn't, but it is. Okay, so I'm not going to cut that off. I'm going to bend it again. Bend it, bend it. Right, bend it, bend it, bend it. There we go. Give it a bit of a push against there. And then obviously check your straight by making the edges flush. There we go. And let's have a look now. So I've done that nicely. I could cut that bit off, I suppose, and just use the... I'm going to cut this bit off. Those nice scissors. These will do. I'm just going to cut the other side of the line just in case. Right, there we go. I'll cut the other side of that. I don't know if you just saw that because I probably held it too close. There we go. How about that? So I'm cutting that, making sure that's fairly straight. Now that should make a lovely, perfect, absolutely perfect, dandy, handy little place. Washi tape is very useful for when you're gluing and you haven't, you know, you want to get on with something else. Now that's slightly different. I'm not bothered. If that is slightly different, I'm going to just give it a bit of a, it isn't really, is it? You can't hardly cut it, so give it a bit of a even up. How do you know which one's the even one? I don't know. Right, so now I'm going to glue that. Look, the reason I was hesitating is because I was looking for my glue. Right, here's my glue straight on the table. I did say I was going to take that off, but I'll leave it on. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get a bit of washi tape and hold it together while I get on with something else. I'm going to make sure that's... Let's have a look. Right, so is that even? Are we even? Sorry about my head's in the way. You can probably see my purple hair. Yay! That looks fine to me. Can you see that? So now I'm going to get some washi tape and give it a, just put it on there. You can leave it on there, it doesn't matter if it stays on there, but certain ones I forgot to move yesterday when I made the original. Right, okay, so now because we need something exactly the same size as that here, so we can use our box again, and we've got to make sure it's 3.5 inches inside. So it's going to be, I'm going to measure 4.5 inches, this bit here. I'm going to measure 4.5 inches. Put my glasses straight. No, that's not inches, that's centimetres. I'm doing inches for you, aren't I? I'm doing inches because I know it's, I've got an inch board and I've got an inch ruler, so it's fine. So 4.5 there. Is that right? I'm just going to move in, sorry about this. 4.5, that is 4.5. And la 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 la. It's about my head. Right, and again, so I'm just going to check that is, oops, I've got my ruler in my tummy. Right, so that's about 4.5 there. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to get 1/2 inch either side of there as well. That's it, it's 1/2 inch to there. I'm going to put a little line across first. So it's 1/2 inch to there, and move that over, and that makes that 1/2 inch to there as well. Then you want, oh yeah, I've got to, I should have marked 3.5, 3 inches, 4 inches as well. I need to make that sure that's right. Yeah, that's fine. It's not easy to see when you write over here. Not easy, but it's okay. Right, there we go. And then we're going to make two little... Have I got my head in there? I don't know if I have or not. But if I haven't, that's fine. But do you like my purple hair? My daughter does it for me. Okay. Oh yeah, I dare say my daughter's now qualified as a hairdresser. Right. And also one who was at university has now qualified as well. Got what was it called? An upper 2-1, whatever that is. I've not actually said that yet, have I? Upper 2-1, yay, that's a good one. Right, okay. So that's good. Right, right. And my daughter did 3 years at hairdressing. God, it must be so annoying for you lot to see my head every 5 seconds. That's if I don't actually know whether you can see it. Right. Okay, so now I'm going to make... I need to make 1/2 inch either side. I've done that, haven't I? But I've got to do it at the bottom as well. I'll do it on the outside of there. And grab a 1/2 inch from there. Okay, so join everything up, and I'm going to cut that out, and then you don't have to watch me do that because I'm going to cut it off. Oh no, that's no good. You've done the wrong line. That's better. Don't know why I'm using a crayon, by the way. Just to be handy. Well, you can see it, I suppose, better than a pencil, can't you? So that's my excuse anyway. There we go. Right, so I've got about 1/2 inch there. I'm just going to check. Wrong way. That is 1/2 from there. And that is 1/2 from there. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm going to cut you off again, and we're going to cut this out. Okay, we're back. I'm going to do the same again. Do the bone folder thing and put our bone folder underneath the thing, and then against that line, and check that's done. And again, bone foldery. That looks a bit thicker than the other side, but never mind, but hopefully it's right. And then we just push it under there. If the measurements aren't exactly right, you can just, if you're just making it for yourself, it won't really matter. I'm making this for myself, yes, because I need them. Right, there we go. I've got 3 the same size then when I've got this one. I mean, they're not exactly the same size because they're homemade, and obviously, yeah. I was talking about my brother yesterday doing his, and I obviously didn't do the video. I was saying how I used to make boxes. This reminds me of the boxes I used to make, that's why. Because I used to have to make boxes, and then what you did was, I don't think you used to cut them off actually. You used to just, I think we had to, I can't remember what we used to do now. We used to join them together because my brother had I used to make reels for, reels from projectors. He used to make those for people who had old films. I think even he's gone digital now, but he's got the copyright to several silent films. I'm not sure what, so don't ask me. So that should fix in there. If that doesn't fix in there and it's too big, that's not too bad. It's just if it's too small, you've got trouble. That should. You can actually fix it on the outside, possibly. I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, you could. Whether that would be better. Then you haven't got the lip of catching it inside, have you? Yes, because I did have trouble yesterday. So we're going to change the time. We're going to put this on the outside. It'll go inside or outside. But that will go outside because yesterday when I was putting the ephemera in, it was catching on the lip, and I thought, I'm sure that's more catching on one of these little things that stuck out. Right, so I'm going to put some washi tape on the thing to hold it in place, and we can leave the washi tape on, as I said. Right, so I'm going to put that there, down like that, and fold it up. I think it fits, would fit either way. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to put them there, and there, and then there, like that. Right, I'm going to put some tape on. Yes, tape. Get a bit of washi tape. Oops. This is stuff I used to do bullet journals with. That's why I don't use it anymore, because I can't get on with bullet journals because I'm so lazy. Like, oh no, I've got to do that, I've got to write that. I like drawing them out initially, I love doing that. It's just keeping up with it. Yeah, okay, keeping up with your mood board and things, and see, that's perfect. It has got a bit of glue inside, but that'll just help keep it together. Make sure it stick into the side. That's perfect. So that will now go on there. So what we do with this, we just stick it on there. Sure, that's what I did yesterday, just stuck it straight on. There we go, and it's low fat. There you go, it's low fat, so it won't harm you. Low fat. Oh, it's high fibre as well, high fibre and low fat. Right, so now we're going to put the tape on, just to keep it all together. And I've done it wrong, look. Good job that glue doesn't stick straight away. Let's get this on there. So we can leave the tape on, it doesn't matter. And then, do it on the sides. And underneath. And on the other side. There we go. If you can find a little box exactly the same size, you don't obviously have to make it. You can do what you like, obviously. Don't have to do exactly what I do. You can make your own sizes up. But if you've never made one of these before and want to follow my instructions exactly, that's fine. Right, I'm using 12 by 12 papers. This is nearly 12. This is 11 and a bit. Back, and we have. I've had breakfast and everything. Right. Oh, actually, I could use this as well for line. And I've got these. These are the ones I've had for ages. Not very excited. Well, I don't know. That's quite huge, isn't it? The design. Oh, I do like that. I might use that for the outside. But they're all related. I think they're all. Oh, I don't know about this, but some of them are definitely on the same paper. So I'm going to use, I think. I wonder if that'll be big enough for the inside, all of it. Let's have a look. I think it's best to measure it really. So I'd need 3 inches. So I'd need about 9 inches. Let's have a look. So that's 7.5. I don't think it's quite long enough. Let's have a look. 7.5, 8.5. So no, it's not quite long enough. So I'm thinking of doing it that way. Let's see how wide it needs to be. Oh, look, that's what I did yesterday. I must have been using this or something yesterday then. I'm going to cut that bit off. I'm going to make it same size as this. I can just fix in panels. I mean, you can do it how you like. If you've got a better way of doing it, don't forget you can do it how you like. So that's 7.5 inches. So I need to make it 7.5 inches. Is this the straight edge? So it's about the same length as my... I'm just going to check with Enchanted because I might have... No, I haven't nudged it. Sometimes I've nudged it and you can see my leg. That's 19, so we'll do it for 19. Because I'm going to put washi tape on top anyway. So if I make it... Oh, shall we make it 20? So that's about 8 nearly 8 inches. Nearly 8 inches high now, so that will actually accommodate, should accommodate the whole of the suit. Right, so there we go. Show you now how to cut. I'm just going to put that off so while I cut it. Ignore me. Of course, I've got to have it the same. I've got to have it the same length. I've got to have it the same length as that, haven't I? I've cut it a bit more. I'm going to cut another little bit off. It looks like that. How much have I got to cut off? About 1/4 inch. So obviously, don't do as I say, not as I do. Right, there we go. I'm going to just cut that off. Okay, so I've cut that off now. Let's see if it'll fit. That's about right. So now I'm going to push it down into the boxes, or the box rather. Put it down into the box. Oh, there's plenty of room. Oh, there would have been plenty. It looks like there's plenty of room there. Oh, okay. What have I done wrong? So something wrong. Yeah. Okay. So come on, logic heads. What have I done wrong here? Right, I'm going to make that a bit more straight there and a bit more straight there. Okay. What have I done wrong? 3 inches. That should have been 9 inches. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I think I did it longer, didn't I? That's right. I did it the whole length. So I think it's about 9 inches rather than, 12 inches rather than 9. That's probably what it is. Yeah, okay. So now we know. At least we know where we are. Right, okay, so that's a bit big. That's that side. We're going to put this side in. I've done it like this because sometimes there's a gap if you do it separately. So I thought, I'm not going to have a gap. I'm going to do it properly. Right. That is where it should be. So I'm just checking now. It should be there. Obviously make it flush against that side. And there too. Doesn't look very straight, does it? Oh well. There we go. So that is now like this. I think you could either bend it. You could bend it over, obviously. I might cut it off though because I'm going to put washi tape on there anyway. So I'm going to draw where I'm going to cut it. And again, draw where I need to cut it off. And again, I'm going to put glue in and everything. Right, I'm going under the line. I did a minute ago. Right, so I'm just pushing that down in there now. There we go. Fix there like this. Yes. So there we go. Nice and oops, hold on. So I'm just going to fix these and then open the, I should perhaps put, what's name glue. I love this glue. This is my favourite glue. Can you tell? Can you tell? Right, okay. Right, so there we go. I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so I've done that. Oh, I'm going to make 2 little end panels. I'm going to draw around this to do it. Okay, there we go. Can you see that? I'm drawing around this. I'm drawing around the box to make the end panels, and I'm just going to measure it. Right, that's the height anyway. The other one's probably about the same. How big is this? Yeah, it's too big. I know it would be. It needs to be about there. And there. Okay, so I'm just going to switch it off and cut those 2 pieces I've just drawn for the 2 end panels. Right, so I'm just trying these out, and that fits in there. It is a bit long, but it does match. I didn't realise it actually the other side does match. It's going to match the out. I don't know what I'm using. But anyway, that goes in there. That's not too big. That's too big, so I'm going to just cut off the. Actually, find out which way round it is. I think it's probably there. I'm just cutting a little bit off and cutting a little bit, tiny bit more off till it fits. Then we don't have to measure, do we? Yeah, that's fine. And obviously they're going to be too tall. So again, I'm going to just cut those 2 off there. That one off. What I'm doing is just drawing, putting it down into the box and just drawing on the edge there. I won't switch it off at the moment because it's only going to be a quick snip. Hopefully that's fine. There we go. Yeah. And that's fine. So they go in there like that. So I'm not using the plain side for a change. I'm using the I've been using. Look, I'm gluing on top of paper. Oh no! Oh no! Sorry, I know which one I was going to use. Thought I'd used the wrong one. I'm going to use that really bold one for the outside because I like it. Right. So it does it matter which way up they are? I want the leaves facing upwards. So I'm going to move that out of the way a minute and put the. Oops! Oh no! It's got glue in it. No, it hasn't. You're a little tiny bit. See that jump out my hand? It actually jumped out my hand. Right, and there we go. So I'll fix that in there with the glue. It should stick after a minute. And this one as well. Which way around? I would say. I'm going to put that at the bottom because it's next to that thing that's similar. It's not the same, but it's similar. Right, there we go. So now I've done those. Now it's time to do the other bit. Right, let's find a. Let's see if we can do the same thing. So a 3.5 inch. We need a 3.5 inch panel, which I'll do. I'll use this actually. 3.5 inch panel by 3.5. No, so we want 3, 3, and 3. We want a 9 inch panel again. 9 inches. It was 12, wasn't it? But 3.5 inches across. So I want it something like there. 3.5. Come on, 3.5. We haven't done any singing yet, have we? Right, 3.5, 3.5. I think it's because I was so fed up yesterday with it not working. 3 times I made the video. I don't know what I was doing. I might have been singing then, I don't know. I think I was actually. Oh, no, I was watching a video where I was singing. Yeah, that's right. And I don't know why I'm singing. I think it was that. Right. So that I'll cut that there, that's correct. So we go in there. Yeah, that looks right to me. That's 3.5. Oh, let's get it just going to try and cut it so we've got a bit of a, so I'm putting that at the side there. It stays there, so we can hold it there, pushing that in so we've got, in case we need anything. I mean, that might even make an end panel we've got left. Oh, I don't know, it might be not new now, it's quite small. Right, might be not new now, I don't know what that means, might be not new now. Right, so that goes in, let's push that so that's folded into there. There's the crease, let's get that straight into the crease there, look. And where's the other crease? Oh, here. Hopefully that's the crease, and I'm going to make it so it's flush against the edges there. Look, now we're going to test it again. Let's see if it comes out this time. Yeah, I think that's fine. I haven't glued it in yet. I'm just going to take that off. Let's just try and do it a straight line, even though that's not a straight line. Let's put that in, check that's fine. Oh, we're slightly over, are we? Yeah. Very slightly over this side. I think I must have. Yeah, that's fine. So now I've got that in there. One of these panels might fit in there, might it? No, that's too, no, it's going to be too, of course it's too short. I've got to put that one, no, that's a completely different set. Okay, so now we need panels of 3 3/16 by 3. But I'm going to do it like I did before. And measure the box like this. Don't forget it's on the inside, so it just will be very slightly smaller. But you want to make sure you've got it the right way. Oh, I haven't glued that in, have I? Just going to glue that in. Right, lose everything. Right. That is slightly over. That is slightly over the top. I don't think it matters too much because you've got washi tape to go over it there. So, right, 2 panels. Right, let's have a look. That's too wide. Let's see if it's length. Yeah, it is too wide. Very slightly too wide. Let's put that. Take that little bit out. Then we don't have to measure, you see. And then we've got it right, and it's slightly, hold on, it's slightly too tall. Slightly too tall. Very slightly, so I'm going to cut you off a bit there. Let's see if that's straight now. That's fine. And this one as well. I've got that round, yeah, I've got it round the right way. Yeah, so it's too wide. Hold on a minute, make sure it's, or is it that way around? It's that way around, I think. It's still too wide. Ooh, that's too tall. There we go. I'm going to put it upside down, whatever way around it was. Okay, now I'm going to glue those 2 in. Yeah, you get more skilled, you'll be able to do that. Obviously I've got the skill, I don't know how. Anyway, that's the that, and then we've got to glue this bit, and I was looking for it. Oh, I hadn't taken it out the box. Right, so there we go. I don't know if you can see that very well, but as in it's on top of the other thing. But I'm going to glue it in. Okay, so I'm going to push up with that one. Oh, hold on, which way around does it go? It's got to go a certain way, doesn't it? Is it that way or that way? I think it's this way. If it's upside down, we'll just have to live with it. I don't think it matters. There we go. So I've done the inside of the box now. That's perfect, just. Now I've got to do the outside. Yay, I love that. It should, I think it's from the same sheet. I like that as well, but I like this one. Shall we try and cover the bottom as well? So let's get a 4.5 inch ish, or shall we overlap it a little bit to make sure it goes? I might put 4.5 inch. I could put the panels on, couldn't I? Do you want to do the panels first? And make them, yeah. Right then, so what I'm going to do is make sure I've got 4.5 inch, 4.5 inch, that's 9 inches. The panels, are they 3 inches tall? The panels are going to be definitely 3 inches tall. Hopefully, definitely, hopefully. So I'm going to measure them, not measuring now, you see. I don't know why. Strange things happen. So 3 inches, that's here. 4.5 inches. Perhaps we could put some washi tape across the bottom if it doesn't quite fit. But hopefully it will. It might be bigger, might it? Very slightly. Yeah, so I'm going to put some washi tape across the bottom to fasten it up. We'll find some nice washi tape. Perhaps one that matches the top if we've got enough. That doesn't look right. That does not look 3 inches. No. Oh, that's going to be... Luckily it's on the inside, isn't it? Right, that's 3 inches there. This is what happens when you're not concentrating. Right, that goes there. That is 3 there. That is now 3 there. Yep, there we go. Right, lengthwise, I'm going to have to cut on the outside. Can you see? I can't. Yeah, I can see. You can see what I'm doing. I think. I hope you can see. I'm just again putting a line against there, and a line against there. These are the 2 end panels. Must be about the same, mustn't it? Something's not straight. I've got to put washi tape at the top anyway, so I'll put washi tape where there's gaps. How about that? And that will look pretty anyway, won't it? If we can find some decent washi tape. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right, okay. So now I'm going to half this. I'll make a little... I'm going to put my ruler down it. So I'm just basically putting my ruler down that. Those to join those 2 lines together, and hopefully that will be underneath and on top. Let's make a little mark there though first, and a little mark there where it bend, where the actual bend is, because you can't always tell when you do it like that. Just put your finger on it, you'll be able to feel it. Right, okay, I can cut down there. Right. We're going to put this from the very top, because obviously we're going to have washi tape. I'm going to bend it down straight, just put it flush against the ground, yeah, against the thingy, mat. Hopefully that's bendy. Oh, let's try and do one end, because then I can get them flush, can't I? Right, that definitely needs something in the middle there, yes. But as it's underneath, we're not going to notice. Unless we look underneath and find some very pretty washi tape. Right, so that's that. Just going to try it through the other end. So I'm just going to bend it over so it's got... So I know where to go on the other end. So here we go. Oops, hold on. Right, okay. Before I do the, let's see how we are. I think we're alright actually. And then I can put the bone folder thing across. Oh dear, is that bent too? I think that's bent too much, hasn't it? Right? Oh no, hold on a minute. Which one? Hold on, no, we're not doing it on the right bit, are we? This is the bit we need to do it, and that's fine. I was doing it again. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was doing it on there and here instead of here, and never mind that. So that's there. And do this one the same. Let's see if I can measure it against this. It must be about the same, mustn't it? The bend's about there. So that's there. And then, oops. And then the bend is about here. So it's pushing it. Oops. Right. Oh, there we go. Right. So making sure that trying to keep the edges flush will help. So let's get a bone folder now. Keeping the edges flush against it should make it the right size. Doesn't it? I don't know if that looks right. That's bendy there, isn't it, in the middle? That seems a lot shorter than that one. Wait a minute, have I done this correctly? Perhaps I didn't do it right. Let's see how long this one is. Is it too long? Yes, it's too long, that's why. So just got to bend it a little bit more. Try and bend it about the same. Let's see if I can do it like this. I bet that's wrong again, isn't it? Right, let's have a look. Right, yeah, I think that's fine. We're going to put washi tape on, aren't we? So that is fine. And I'm going to bend the ends round. I'm going to take a little bit of, right. So we're going to take the corner out. Oh, I'm doing the wrong. Am I doing the wrong bit? Oh. Right, okay, so we're taking the corner out. That's a slightly bigger corner there. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to bend that then, so it'll go round. The same with this one. And into the box. Whoa, jumping out my way, trying to get away the box. Whoa, don't go away, get away your box. Right, okay, that should be right. Okay, that should be right. No, that is wrong. I have done something wrong there. So we're going to lessen these a bit. That's why the box was trying to jump out the way, because I've done it wrong. I've cut it out now. I've cut out the sides now. So let's have a look. Well, we're going to roll with it. We're going to carry on. We're going to completely ignore it. Is that right? Is that correct? That's more like it. I'm going to do the same with this one. Put it against it like this. We're going to take, oh, that's a bit big to take out. Hold on a minute. No, that's better, isn't it? So we're going to have one bit fairly big. Probably going to have one bit fairly small. Hopefully that's right. It'll do. We're going to put, if there's any gaps, we'll put washi tape if we don't like the looks of it, won't we? Washi tape to the rescue. And washi tape to the rescue. Right, so there we go. Right, and this should fit the other side. Oh, I haven't bent them round yet, have I? So I'm going to bend those round. It's a bit less than what I've cut because I did that wrong, didn't I? Forgot about that, never mind. Right then, so now we're going to glue it and stew it. No, we're going to glue it to the side there, and I'm going to put some washi tape on it to hold it, and that goes on there. That glues on the back. See, I can put washi tape to help that stick. Using this up very nicely, look. But hopefully remember to remove it. Need to remove this one. Don't have to remove the ones that's around that side though. Help that bit stick. Well, you might have to actually. Depends if it's being shown. Yes, you will, because I've got to. Yes, you'll have to move it because it's obviously on there. But it can be a temporary measure just to make it glue while we're doing the other bit. Obviously, you might have time to perhaps make a cup of tea or something and glue it, and then whoops, that's unglued, that's still unstuck. So I must remember to take these off. Oh, little dog in the next room playing with him. Right, it's after treats. Oh, that's what he's after treats. The dog's after treats. He's not allowed treats. He's only allowed one a day, and then that's if he hasn't barked at other dogs when he's going for his walk. Well, he's allowed half a treat every time he goes for a walk. If he goes twice a day or something. Although some people have given him. Oh, I've given him about 3. No, please don't. Oh, that's for his, you know, special times when he's been a really when he's stopping. It has stopped barking at dogs, which is pretty phenomenal for a dog like him. I'm getting leakage. Right, there we go. So I'm just finding my pen. I can't see my pin. I don't know where I've put it. Looking around the desk quickly, I can't see it. Right, let's have a look. Where are we with this one? So I've got tram lines for this because I've got 2. Right, okay, so we're going to have to put washi tape, as I suspected, but at least we've managed to use it. Don't know whether we need to put washi tape on there, so that's good. We'll have to sort of remember to move this because it's underneath the other one. Let's put it over both. I've got glue on it, yeah. Hopefully it won't glue. Now we're going to put the end panels on. I'm just going to cut that a little bit because it's just sticking up. This is how you have to do these things. Right, so that's that way around. Yeah. So I've got to put the panel on the top. On the side, not on the top. It's not the top. The top's actually got nothing on it. Right, so I'm putting the panel on the side. I was going to use that as the top, wasn't I? So is that the right length? Yes, that's the right length. Now we can put washi on there just to make that glue. Oh, good, we finished that roll. I know I'm biting it. Yes, we shouldn't bite it, should we? Right, and this one to make sure it's stuck. Oh look, I haven't removed that one. See if I can pull it. If not, I'll have to cut it. Alright, just remember to move it off the other side. That's alright. There we go. I'll remember to move it off this one. Oh dear, that's good job. That's not the thing, isn't it? And that bit as well. I've got to move that bit off as well. Okay. Now, end panel. Which way around are we? This way. Should have making sure if you want some pretty ones, make sure you get the pretty ends. This one's not so pretty as the other end. So if you want to make sure you get pretty ones, do that. Okay. Which way around are we? We're trying to be this way. I think we are right. That's fine. Oh, so if I turned it the other way, it wouldn't be right. So I need to keep it this way. I'm just cutting off that side there so it's flush. Okay, right, that needs gluing. Right, we're not glued. Come on, glue. It's got to do as you're told and glue. Okay, so you can put washi along here, along wherever you like. So it has got its sharp edges, I suppose. And definitely along, I'm going to definitely put it along here. Right, this should be fairly. So I'm going to put that with just the full length of that. I'm going to cut it so we've got a flush edge. I'll put a bit of glue on to make sure it does stick. I'm going to put 2 lots on, side by side, right, like this. 2 side by side like this, so that one goes down. I'm not going to pull it downwards, I'm going to cut it. Oops. That gets stuck to the desk, so it doesn't. Because I had loads of these, I don't know why, there seem to be absolutely loads and it seems to last forever. So that's why I'm using these. I have bit it off, oh well. There we go, so I'm using that. So you do get that on boxes anyway, don't you? You do get like a seal thing underneath quite often. I'm going to put a little side one on as well. I'm going to put that there. I forgot to glue it, but hey, it should be fine. Not put it. Oh, still got my other washi tape on there. Oh my, that's not. Come on, cut. There we go. I'm going to take this off. Yep, and I've got this bit to take off as well. And I don't know why these little tunes are coming into my head, but they are. Right, and any more washi tape? No. So I've done those. I've done this. I might try and use that for the whole thing because then we're matching, aren't we? Forgot to glue it. Oh well. There we go. Right, and then we put, whoops. Then we try and cut that nicely without cutting something else there. Okay. Right then. Okay, if you've got any better ways of doing this, don't forget you can do them. Don't think you have to do what I do. I won't be offended if you've obviously it'd be, I think they've got some breakfast coming. Okay, my daughter's here. Oh, that's a good idea. Look, put it all the way across because you can just snip where the joint, where you've got your join. In fact, I think I did it all the way around last time. So try and get it the same level as well. I can't believe I've actually got some fairly matching washi tape. Right, whoops. Try try and get it on the level. Okay, try and stick it, you know, so it's, if you can. I mean, obviously you can cut it if you can't, like I'm thinking of doing, because mine's not playing ball. It just doesn't tennis. Come on. There we go. So we go there, put that in, and fold them in. Oops, that's not very good. Come on, play ball. Right, so then when you get to this bit, you just snip. Whoops. You can tell I've done this before, can't you? Right, so that goes in there, and that goes in there, snipping here, snipping everywhere. Or you could put a bit across there, obviously, as well, to hide that little join there. Just fold it in. And if you're doing it for somebody else, make sure it's really, really neat. I'm just doing it really quickly because it's for me. Right, so I'm going to put another little one across here. There, I don't even know how many minutes we are, but obviously I'm going to edit it anyway. Come on, come on, come on. Stay there. Right, so there we go. I'm going to put this to take it out like this, right? Okay. Oh, I think I'm going to try and do one end and then snip the other bit off. I'm going to try and put it halfway down. Putting it halfway down there. I'm going to try and snip this end, little bit of the end off here. So it's about right. Yeah, and that's fine. And just turn it over. There we go. And we're finished. And we're done. And we're finished. And we breathe a sigh of relief. Hopefully that's filmed correctly as well. So there's your little ephemera box. What can we put in our little ephemera box? Well, as I said, we can put in incomplete projects. We can put in things we've finished. And, you know, you can just add them to journals, things like this. You can put in a pair of scissors. Don't know what they're doing in there. You can use your little other bit for little things like circles, and what else have I got? Little things, a little envelope. Look at that cute little envelope. So cute. I think that's a die cut. Brilliant. Yay. So I could glue that together and put something inside it. You know, things like that. You keep anything like that in there. Tags you've not completed. Anything like that. But large tags facing that way. Obviously, if you want a bigger box, you can use bigger boxes. But let me just show you the outside of this box. Just putting everything back in the other box. There we go. How about that? That's not bad, is it? Not bad at all. And easy to do. And if you made several, even easier. And you might even find better ways of doing it as you go along. So that's 3. I've got 3 boxes now, all different, exactly the same sizes, but all different colours. So I've got a green one, a turquoisey one, and a pink one. There we go. How about those? Yes. I'm going to sort out my stuff properly because I've got it. So now I can sort them out into 3 different boxes instead of just one. And you can swap them around. You can have one that end, things like that. Just to be different, or you can have them all then, all the same end. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed my content. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Please press the notification bell with your crafty fingers and share my video. Thank you so much, and goodbye.